Mama, I have poop.
We're mildly thriving. Where two exhausted moms try to make sense of this wild ride called raising neurodivergent kids.
We're not doctors and we're not therapists. And you probably shouldn't take our advice. We cuss like sailors and drink like pirates.
Just think of us as your inappropriately funny and brutally honest support group.
So grab a drink, lower your expectations.
Because the truth is, we need this. And we're going to keep doing this whether you're here or not.
We just hope you join us. Hi, everybody, and welcome to our...
Can we do that again?
Yep. Hi, everybody. I'm Sadie.
I'm Morgan.
And welcome to our new podcast, Mildly Thriving.
Cheers.
Cheers. We're mimosing to get this going. So we are just two moms. We're special needs moms. I should just throw that out there first while we're, introducing ourselves. And we think we're pretty funny. We decided that we have so much to talk to each other about for the special needs world and momming, which is very isolating a lot of the time. So we thought, why not start flapping and hit record, basically?
Yeah, we basically have just found such solace in our friendship and just being able to confide in each other and realized just how needed this is for the special needs community, but also just the mom community. If we just kind of make one person feel less isolated, then we've accomplished what we are hoping to. But honestly, we hope that kind of a wide range of parents can listen and find us relatable and somewhat interesting and hopefully as funny as we think we are. So if we're able to do that, then we've reached our goal.
Yeah. So we decided that we were going to start all of our episodes off with a hashtag weird win.
Hashtag weird win.
Yay!
So our hashtag weird win segment is where something goes incredibly wrong, but you kind of find the silver lining and actually, it could be worse.
Yeah,
basically.
100%.
Or how actually this is a step forward in the right direction. Yeah, so do you have one in mind?
I do have one in mind, actually.
Okay.
Hashtag weird win. My 6-year-old daughter pooped on the potty.
Mine did not poop too.
Might as well throw it out there.
Fitting.
Did not wipe her own booty. Did not tell us first. I just found it in the toilet several hours later, but we realized she went in the potty and not on the floor. So hashtag
Cheers.
weird win.
Hashtag weird win. Okay, mine. Well, in the special needs community, potty training happens much later usually in life, if at all. And that is something we're still working on in our house. And it's just been one of those journeys that's 10 steps forward and 8 steps back. So my daughter wears a pull-up to sleep in and then usually poops in it before I wake up in the morning. So you're thinking, set your alarm clock and catch it before it goes in the diaper. But we'll go into our sleep issues in another episode. Yeah. So we get as many minutes of sleep as we possibly can. So anyway, over the weekend, she let me sleep in and pooped in her diaper and tried to clean it herself.
It's a win.
So the reason that's a win is that she understood she needed to clean it, not play in it.
100%. May have been a mess, but...
Oh, it was a disaster.
Freaking win.
And yes, she
Major
wiped her
win.
legs up and, that's a hashtag weird win.
Weird win. Great win. Great win. It's not weird to us. So I guess we'll introduce ourselves. I'm Sadie. I've been married for 11 years to my wonderful husband, Blake. We have 3 children. I have a 17-year-old, and she doesn't really want to be involved in any of this, so we're going to try to respect her privacy as much as possible, but she does exist, and she's a big part of my world. So
and we love her very much.
I just want to throw that out there real fast. And then I have an 8-year-old son, Miles, and he's fantastic, phenomenal little boy. He was recently diagnosed with ADHD and anxiety disorder. And then the reason that we met and I face-lurked Morgan to be my friend is because I have a 6-year-old daughter. Her name's Elliot. I call her Ellie or Elle a lot. And she has pretty moderate autism. We have a moderate intellectual disability diagnosis, and she also has unknown epilepsy. So that's my little family in a nutshell.
What's the unknown part?
They just call it unknown because we're not sure where it's coming from. Like nothing's really being read in the EEGs.
Oh.
And so they're absent seizures, but we don't know exactly what is causing them or where they're coming from really at this point. So
I'm sure we'll go into more detail.
it's
about
weird.
That at some
Yeah.
point.
Once I have her next appointment coming up, we'll have more info.
Yeah. So I'm Morgan, and I'm married to my husband, David, and we have an 8-year-old son, also diagnosed with ADHD. Our boys are so eager about this whole podcast endeavor.
Miles has been asking me every day, are you podcasting today? Can I be on it yet? And I'm like, not yet.
Yes,
but
they're
soon.
so eager to get on and be a part of it. So we're going to have to figure that out. Our boys are besties. It's absolutely adorable. And then I also have a 6-year-old daughter, and we don't have a diagnosis yet. So we have been fighting a flawed system for about 4 years now. And she's just kind of slipping through the cracks, and we're just kind of fighting the fight. But we seem to be on the autism track. That's what so many professionals have told me, kind of through the back door. Is that a saying?
I mean, it sounds like it goes. It'll pass.
Because that sounds like the other back door.
I instantly thought dirty thoughts, and I was like, no, stop it. Not appropriate. Not appropriate.
That's what my mind went.
And again, we're not appropriate, and that's why we're friends.
So many professionals have told me, let me try again, that we seem to be on the autism track. What is the phrase I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Like
back doors.
Unofficially. That's what we'll say.
On the down low?
On the down low, unofficially. Anyway, yeah. So how did we meet? Wait. First, we met in middle school.
Yep.
At a basketball camp.
Morgan did not remember.
I vaguely remember. I have a terrible memory.
She's lying.
I have a terrible memory. But yeah, we went to a basketball camp together. And then I randomly got this message from a weirdo in my neighborhood.
It's me, that weirdo. I was actually having dinner with a girlfriend one night. We go on like these monthly dates where we always make sure to get together and just flap. And, you know, a lot of my life stuff is, of course, just like drowning in special needs. And she was like, you know, I know this girl and she lives 2 blocks from you. This is her name. I know she's kind of going through some similar things and maybe you should reach out. And I was like, say no more. I literally went home that night and face lurked Morgan and sent her a message. And I was like, so I think you live by me and my daughter is going through similar things. Maybe if you ever like want to get together, basically.
And I was like, oh my gosh, we should totally get together. And I was like, oh, I also have, well, at the time, a 7-year-old son. So he'll come along with us.
And I was like, funny story. I have a 7-year-old son too. So just definitely bring him along.
And then because we were already talking about special needs stuff, I was like, actually, he just got diagnosed with ADHD. So I'm trying to kind of navigate that.
And Miles seriously had just gotten diagnosed. Was he even diagnosed yet? I don't know.
I think so.
I don't remember. Or he had like just gotten diagnosed.
Yeah,
It was brand
they
new.
both had just gotten diagnosed. Yeah. So we got together. The boys hit it off instantly, and we sort of just were busy with life. And the boys just hit it off and became instant best friends. And then we started getting together like 6 months later.
I think so too.
More
And
often.
it's just a really smooth, easy dynamic. Like our husbands love each other, which is a huge bonus.
Yeah.
And they know what it's like to be in our world. And sometimes it just makes things, you know, that much easier when someone totally understands and sees what's going on in your world. So,
well, let's talk about one of the main shifts in our friendship when we're both husbands out of town.
oh my God, when you came over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really didn't know each other all that well, but I knew her husband was out of town, and I was like, look, I had a day. I'm bringing my kids down. We're hanging out.
And I instantly got out the booze.
All the cocktail stuff.
And Morgan showed up and she pulled little carrot sticks out of her purse for a snack. I'll never forget your little carrot sticks. Oh man. And we literally were like, oh, just come down for a drink. And I think it turned into like a 6-hour situation. And we just sat at my bar in my kitchen and we just were saying things that just special moms can say to each other, things that seem deep and dark, which we all know special needs stuff has so many of those feelings. You feel like a bad person for thinking a lot of things.
Yes.
And we just saw each other. We just definitely saw each other. And after that, it just was like we've known each other forever, it felt like. And we get together a ton.
Yeah. There was a lot of laughs, a lot of tears.
Yep, crying. We both definitely cried.
And then also, it might be where the hashtag weird win was born. We didn't have the word for it yet, but I think that's when it was born. Because we talked a lot about the little, especially with the potty training stuff. There's so many weird wins with potty training.
100%. So yeah, we've kind of just became each other's go-to human for special needs wins and loses. And like, I'm going to lose my shit. I'm so overstimulated situations. And one night Morgan was like, oh my God, we should just like hit record on this. And I was like, I think we totally should. I like us. I think we're super funny.
Same.
And just really real about things. So that's kind of how this came about.
Like I said, we just hope to be relatable and helpful for one at least.
Yep. We know what it's like.
Parent or family.
Yeah. We know what it's like to drown by yourself during all of this. And we hope to just kind of be your people during your journey. So
I think one thing that just in an effort to take a peek into maybe what to expect from us, one thing we've really come to terms with together, at least you've helped me come to terms with, is how grief and joy coexist. And I think it's really important to know you're not a bad parent for grieving what isn't. And you can also simultaneously have immense joy for what is.
Yep.
And have those coexist. And so
nothing in special needs is black and white. So basically we're inviting you to come join us in this gray area where we live.
And then we also are going to end our podcast episodes with something called Mom Guilt Bingo.
Get your bingo cards out because it's time for Mom Guilt Bingo.
Yay!
So every episode, we are going to just bring up our little mom guilt, for the week or however often we're able to get these episodes out. We're not really sure yet. And it's either going to be funny or dark, little bit of everything in between.
However we're showing up that day.
So do you have...
Nope, you can go first.
Oh, shoot. I didn't think of that yet.
Actually, my Mom Guilt Bingo this week, I have been kind of short and cranky with not just my oldest son, but with Ellie also. And I always feel like a really bad parent when I run out of energy and steam. But I've been so frazzled from starting school this week that I feel like I've been on a shorter fuse. Actually, with everyone in my household, that is my mom guilt this week. Just being on having a shorter fuse this week. That's definitely my mom guilt across the board for everything. That's where I'm at.
Someone else has got to have that on their bingo card. I don't know. Mine's a little hard to explain because my daughter, Ada, seems to be in a regression, which is a common term with autism. And it's not uncommon for a child to regress. We prefer level up, like a video game where
gosh, I love that.
Right? It's so much more positive.
That's funny. I'm gonna start using that.
Right. Oh, she's leveled up. And it always takes mom and dad a whole, week or two to figure out how to get up to that level of the video game where we're figured out how to
navigate that.
Yes.
Dang.
So I know. Yeah. So we say leveled up. So she's kind of leveled up and we have so far lived our lives mostly normal. Of course, we've had to cut back on certain things here and there, say no to, a lot more than we normally would have. But I'm kind of opening my eyes to like, oh, this is really our journey. I think in the quote unquote high functioning world, how we still don't have a diagnosis, it's really easy for us to kind of like proceed as normal and almost deny that it's our journey. Not really. We're not denying it's our journey. Like accepting my daughter has never been an issue.
for some reason, that diagnosis just makes it so much easier to be like, well, it's okay because we're autistic, so we don't have to do this.
Right.
It's much harder
It's
without a
like-
reason. You're 100% right.
Right. Like we haven't had that moment where it's like, okay, yes, this is our journey. It's just been this slow mountain we're climbing.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, we kind of stop and go horizontal on that mountain. And we're like, okay, we're cool. We're cool. And then she levels up and we're like, oh no, we're going back up the
Back up.
mountain. So I'm kind of far enough up the mountain where I'm like, okay, this really is our journey.
I like how you're saying up the mountain because in my head, I was just thinking like someone basically slapped me and was like, here's these diagnosis, and then just shoved my ass off the mountain. And we're just tumbling down and taking everyone and everything with us.
You're like going down a mountain on a bike with no brakes.
Yes. No, literally, I think of when I was a little kid
Yeah.
and we were on a cardboard box. We used to do this at my
Oh,
grandma's
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
And just like ripping down the grass mountains on like the
Yeah.
cardboard box flying. And you
Yeah.
can't stop and you
There's
hope
no
you don't
brakes.
break a leg or
Yeah.
something when you land.
Yeah.
That's
So
how I feel like
funny.
we are just like tumbling.
Maybe if we get the diagnosis, we'll like hit the peak of the mountain and then
Right?
we're like, okay.
You slide with me.
Yeah.
We'll get a little we'll get like a refrigerator box and just sit on there together. Slide on down.
Yeah, totally. That sounds awesome. So this is Mildly Thriving.
Yeah.
We hope you find us interesting enough to join us.
Yeah. Keep coming back.
And if nothing else, this is like therapy for your Sadie and I.
Majorly therapeutic for
we're
us.
going to stick around. We're going to do this whether you're here or not. We just hope you join us.
We hope you join us.
Yeah. So thanks for listening so far.
Yeah. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.